I just feel like I don't know. I feel like it's not in a sense of like when I mean weak, I don't mean in a sense of like I'm gonna cheat on you and fuck 1,000 niggas because you're so weak, since we like to go to extremes. But what I am saying is like, okay, you know what I'm saying? You let me talk to you a certain way. And maybe that's just the way I talk, but you just let me do it. You know what I mean? Or just certain smaller things like that that add up to a bigger picture. It doesn't need to, it does, everything doesn't, we're women. Women are just going to naturally be sometimes brats. Like that's just us. We like what we like. That's just who we are. You know what I'm saying? But it's the extent that a man is going to allow us to talk to him a certain way, or you know what I'm saying, or maybe if I want, you know what I'm saying, that bag, it's like, nah, you're not getting that bag this week, or you're not, you know what I'm saying, it's to that extent. I'm not talking about let's go out and fuck 1,000 niggas and let's see how far we can take it. No,
I wasn't even talking about that.
I mean, but you go to extreme, so I'm talking
What?
about that now.
Well, I would
So
say that talking to someone disrespectful because you think that that's the way you talk, even though you're
but
saying
I
you don't want to talk to them disrespectful,
but that's not
it
but
can
but
also
it's
be
just but
problematic.
these are things that are just these are
Just to
things
let go, let us have it.
just like if me and you are in a relationship and you're talking how you're talking, I might take it a certain way. That's just how you talk, right? But if I'm telling you, if I let you talk to me like that and talk to me down like that consistently, then it's like, oh, okay, I could just keep sunning her, I could just keep talking to her like that. Now if I tell you like, yo, I don't like you talking to me like that, I don't like your tone, I don't like the way you are, I don't like how you moving, then it might be something different from that.
Okay,
That's what I'm
so
trying to say. Everything doesn't necessarily need to mean an extreme when it comes to a weakness. It could just mean like just smaller things that as a woman we want our man to be a little bit more like to stand on, basically.
okay,
That's all.
okay, so all right, let's unpack that real quick because you did use an example. You was like, say for instance, the way I'm talking to you, right? So for if I'm talking normal to you and I don't feel like it's disrespectful, and you accept that I'm talking to you like that, and do you feel like so? Would you be feeling like that's disrespectful, and you're letting me get away with it, or you just understand that's the way that I talk?
Well, I mean, at some point, it would be some kind of in some way. I'd have to figure that out, right? If we're in a relationship and we're talking, I would eventually have to be like, oh, you know what? This is kind of how he is. But in the beginning, as we were talking about in the beginning of relationships, people like to test people. So no, I would absolutely be like, you know what? I don't like the way you're talking to me. It feels like you're gaslighting me. It feels like you're trying to pick apart what I'm saying. Like I would kind of talk to you and see like how we both feel about the situation. And then you can explain to me, like, you know what? This is just how I talk. You
Well,
know what I'm
well,
saying? This is me. I'm not me. I'm just saying we would talk about it.
well.
But
What if he doesn't see what you're doing as disrespectful? He sees it as that's how you talk, even at the beginning. So if he just notices that if you just talk with that aggressive tone, and he recognizes and he likes you, and he's like, okay, she's just kind of aggressive, but he doesn't take it as disrespect. But you're saying, oh, that man is weak because I'm talking to him any old kind of way.
I'm talking about it. I think
Or are you saying that somebody who's willing to accept? So are you
no,
saying that you're
what I'm just saying is that we all know what we mean by weak men. You know what I'm saying? We all as women, I know that, you know what I'm saying, most of us in the panel, we know what we mean by a weak man. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want a weak man. We don't want a weak-minded man. A weak-minded man could come into different avenues too. It could be a weak man where he's so non-sexually disciplined that he go out to the street and he's weak-minded. You know what I'm saying? Any bitch could just get anything from him, like that lady said. So it's like it's different things to it, but I wasn't necessarily talking to the extreme like that. I'm just talking about small things that can build up to where it's like I
well,
don't
I think we're
I'm not
moving
going
a
to deal with
little.
this.
I think we're moving a little bit further than it because when y'all were giving examples of how y'all would see a man as being weak, all of those are things that you really don't have to do in a relationship, especially if you know that it's disrespectful or can become or can be manipulative. For example, you're lying to get a. For example, even the lady in the
But you're
video.
talking about things that are general that like everybody does in relationships. Like no one could be in
Yeah,
a
that's the
Hold on,
relationship.
thing
wait,
that I
hold on,
don't
wait. Well,
understand.
then if that's something that everybody does in relationships, then my question
You've done
still
it
stands.
too.
My question still stands though, is why would we sit here and say, "Oh, I don't want somebody. I don't want to have to. I don't want a man I can walk all over while actually walking all over the man rather than just saying, I don't want to walk all over men.
That's
You
not.
can
You're not.
choose. That's a choice.
I
Because
think
they're
you're.
women.
I think
It's
you're
in a
trying.
woman's
I
Mr.
think you're
nature.
Lego,
trying.
she's talking. We
I
talking.
think you're trying very hard to like flip it. I think you're trying very hard to flip it, and it's not. There's no really flipping that needs to be done.
What's there to
It
flip?
is. It's exactly
You're
what it
trying to
is.
flip it.
How
Because
did I flip
because
it?
you're saying, well, you shouldn't walk over it. Sometimes it's not. I'm trying to fit. Maybe someone can help me because I'm trying
It's
I'm
to.
not
waiting
even
on.
conscious sometimes. Sometimes it's not even
It's
conscious.
unconscious.
When
Exactly. Like
when
sometimes it's
somebody
not
How being
allow
like.
you to
manipulated
do
is
something,
unconscious.
listen, when somebody allow you to do something and they don't check it, you know what I mean? It processes that you ain't really did shit wrong, because if you did something
Exactly.
wrong, they would have said something to you or they would have checked you on it. So now this learned bad behavior is going to continue to happen. And for all of you to have kids, I mean, we could say the same thing. You know,
Exactly.
kids do the same damn thing,
Yep.
where it's
Unless
just
you
like they'll try your ass
there.
unless you check them. And it's not that they're trying to be bad, they're
Yep.
testing these boundaries. And if there's no boundaries, they're going to continue to do what they do. And it's the
Exactly.
same thing. So it's not like, oh, I'm going to be a good person and I'm not going to walk over this person because that's so bad.
Right.
You know,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna,
I would
you know,
assume that we're not talking about children here because
So,
children
Queenie,
are. Hold on, wait,
No,
Mr.
we're
Lego.
not.
Hold on, Mr. Lego.
no.
Hold on,
We
wait,
are
no,
talking about children,
All
and
right,
that's the thing that you
wait,
gotta.
Mr. Lego.
Let me
We're
just say one thing.
hold on.
Queenie, you've
Wait,
been talking. I just
no,
want to say one
because
thing.
I'm
Go
having a
ahead.
conversation with you,
Queenie,
Mr.
you been
Lego.
talking.
Mr. Lego. We're
One
having a
mic.
conversation. Let us have
All
it.
right, no, you've been talking. Stop
No,
for a second.
no.
Stop.
Hold on. Hey, gentlemen.
Okay.
Hold on, let go. All right, let's go ahead and let them have it, and we're gonna come to you, let go.
Okay.
All right.
Appreciate it, JR.
Yeah, just go ahead and wrap it up a little
Yeah, I'm
bit.
about to wrap it up right
Yeah,
here.
wrap it up, bro.
All right.
Yeah, wrap it up.
We would
'Cause we don't want
assume.
to hit it. You keep
Mr.
antagonizing.
Lego, you're still talking, bro.
Antagonize. Thank you. That's the
Hurry
perfect
up,
word for
bro.
him.
All right. So the problem is that we're talking when y'all try to compare yourselves to children. Children are still learning. When you actively know that you're doing something that's manipulative,
When you're in a
or
relationship, what are you doing? You're learning.
why would you test boundaries that you know are wrong?
You're learning a
listen,
relationship.
So
What are you
again,
talking
wait.
about?
So my question is, so if I started testing you and saying, "Oh, I'm going to cheat on you,"
What are you
because
talking
if
about?
I'm going to cheat on you and then test if I can get away with it, does that still make the cheating right, or is it wrong?
no, but you'll probably keep doing it if you know you could get away with it, though. You know what I mean?
So at that point, then
Okay,
if I'm doing something that I know is wrong, and then I continue to do and then I can hold on, wait, and then hold on, wait, y'all ladies, hold on, and then I continue to do the wrong, and then I say, I don't like women that let me walk all over them. Y'all gonna look at me and say, yeah, dude, you should have left her because she let you walk
Hold
all
on,
over.
sweetie. Hold on. So wait a
Or
minute.
y'all gonna say, no, nigga, you the wrong one
No.
because you're walking all
So
over
this
her.
is the thing.
Hold on. We're gonna go to closet baddie.
I'm good now. They can go. They can go.
Closet baddie.
So okay, Sweeney. So this is the thing. You saying, okay, I cheated on this chick and she let me cheat. Okay. So based upon what you were saying earlier, cheating is wrong. Just because she let you get away with it doesn't mean you should do it. But if she ain't said nothing to you about it, like the girl know you was out last night, you didn't come home, you cheated. Maybe it just doesn't bother her, that whatever. I mean, you can say all you want, but you're probably going to do it again. You know what I mean? Because the more you do it, the less it's going to feel wrong. You know, so you're just going to keep doing it.
And that's human behavior.
But if I came to you and said, after I did all of that, and I came to you, Batty, and said, man, I don't like a bitch I can walk all over, man. I've been cheating on this chick for 6 months now. You're gonna look at me and be like, man, I feel where you coming from, dog. You're gonna be like, nigga, why are you walking all over her?